Hello, welcome back to Arknights Endfield. My name is Koshxs and this is episode 4. In the previous video we reviewed the gacha system for obtaining operators and a little bit about the store. There's one important thing that I missed about it. Despite its rules and low chances of getting an operator and having to wait up until the 80 or 120 pulls to get them, you can still get them if you get lucky and get them before those thresholds, just in case. And before we proceed with today's episode, I'd like to clarify a little bit about why I'm doing this series and why I'm using this approach. I may tend to talk a lot, as you may have noticed, and explain stuff that may be already pretty well established for most gacha players, but I want this series to be inviting for all kind of players, even those that may be interested in this game and have never played a gacha game before. And I understand that many other YouTubers have their guides and walkthroughs out there. I'm just doing my part here, and I prefer doing this let's play or walkthrough style because I feel that it's a bit more organic. Like for example, if you go searching on YouTube how to do X or Y stuff in Enfield, you'll find it. You'll find what you want, but it may be an amalgam of stuff you have access to right now and stuff that you don't yet have access to. Or it may be a mix of several concepts that you learn at different points throughout the game. Those guides are good and necessary. My way simply lays out the information in a chronological order, so if you wanted to review a game mechanic or learn it before time, if you watch my series, it'll be presented the same way as you would encounter it in your own walkthrough. I'm just adding my explanations. So if you like this format, I hope you enjoy and thank you for listening. Without further ado, let's jump right into it.
It's like I'm chasing the sun, and all my fears are on the run. Can't take my freedom, now you can take my freedom. It's like I'm walking on water, and all the waves don't even bother. This is my kingdom, and you can take my freedom. It's like I'm chasing the sun, and all my fears are on the run. Can't take my freedom, now you can take my freedom. It's like I'm walking on water, and all the waves don't even bother. This is my kingdom, and you can take my freedom.
Alright, and we're back. So, before we continue with the story, just a few more things about the gacha and the store. I forgot to mention this as well. The Firewalker permit, which is the Leviathan specific permit, is temporary. It will expire because the banner will expire. So, if you got them, use them, because if you don't use them when the banner is over, you would have lost them. Alrighty, so I'm doing one pull from the one permit that I got from the rewards, and taking it by the purple color, I got, yes, a 4-star, and it was this girl. So she's nice, she has good abilities. I think it's not quite my cup of tea, Estella, but it's another character that we can add to our roster. So those are the Arsenal tickets that I mentioned before. I'm going to be taking a quick look at that in this episode as well, just in case, because it is important. So Leviathan banner done. Let's take a look at the New Horizons headhunting. I have 10 permits, one pool of 10 characters. Let's see what I get. Oh, gold. Now, that could be confused with a 6-star, but no. If you get a 6-star, it's going to be very noticeable. It's going to be very red, orange, like this gold tone indicates that I got a 5-star, because remember, 10 pulls guarantee you a 5-star.
My role is giving the team cover and logistics.
Okay, so nice.
Skirmisher.
Okay, nice. I was interested in this one.
Anything to say? No?
Fluorite. And you can see that for every character that I'm getting,
Reporting for duty.
I'm receiving Arsenal tickets. And in this case, a lizard. It's, well, more like a dragon, I guess, but this girl is actually quite good. She's like a Shiba, or I can't remember what's the other Japanese race, like Hachiko.
Why do I have to do
Okay, more 4-star, let's go on.
Greetings.
And you see that now that I got the character,
Miss
I have a duplicate reward. That is a token. We're gonna talk about that a little bit later on. Another 4-star. You're gonna be getting a ton of this, but it's still gonna be useful
And
for weapons.
7 reporting for duty.
Well, actually, not just for
Original
weapons.
automation and
I'll
occasionally
tell you a
help with
little bit more
modifying or repairing.
after we're done with this.
Why do I have to do this?
And yes, a 5-star.
Oh, look, we meet again, Admin. Got an engineering problem? Put it out. Consider it fixed, and I will be even happier if there's canteen work for me.
Wait, what? That's a panda. You're a panda.
Him? He's a panda.
You're a panda.
You're a panda.
Okay, so we have a panda in this game. Alright, his name is the Pan, he looks cool. I think I like him. Will I use him? Who knows, time will tell. I choose characters not just by their appearance, but also by their usefulness. I know, release the Kraken, but yeah. This is a physical status character. I think I have plenty with just the Enmin and Chen, but I might still be using him in the future. Not just yet, but he's cool, I really like it. So, after all those summons, you can review your characters and you can review rewards. There I got 380 Arsenal tickets, I had one more before that, plus the character tokens. Let's head into the Arsenal just for a moment. This is very important and it's going to be short, I promise. You have several weapons that you can buy, straight up buy. I mean, you purchase them, you acquire them one time and it's yours. There are banners like the gray ones below that you will be incurring into the gacha mechanics again, just like the operators, 80 pulls to get them, but the other ones that say stock 1, you can just buy them and you can keep the weapons, so that's great. I encourage you to be using your basic permits or even your banner specific permits whenever you can, so that you can get Arsenal tickets and be buying these weapons. Code exchange is also very important because here you can translate your character tokens into this currency, this AIC code exchange, and you can find useful materials over here, but more importantly, this very first one over here, you have a stock of 5, so you can buy 5 banner specific permits for the current character. You're not gonna want to miss them if you have the currency. Buy them because it's more chances of getting the character. Alrighty, and remember, those expire after the banner is over. So once you get more characters, you get these tokens, these duplicates, you're also going to be unlocking snapshots. Snapshots are just like artworks, like basically pictures, just art that you can place in your ship, the Dijon, and you're gonna be getting them at potential level 1, 3 and 5. As you can see here, I got the one for Estella. I got a whole bunch more, but this is just an example. Alrighty, so those are the store things that I wanted to talk about. Now, I'm not going to be building a team just yet because I want to stick to the story characters that I'm getting. So far I got the Enmin, I got Perlica, I got Chen, and I like them, and I want to see who's going to be the 4th character that I'll be getting, see if I keep them, or if not, I now have plenty of characters to choose from. But yeah, that should be it for the yapping part. We're gonna continue now with the story. Apologies for the delay. Let's move on. Okay, so now we've activated our first teleprotocol point. I called them a teleportation point before that. Teleprotocol makes sense because you can do several things here. As I mentioned, you can rest, which actually heals you. If you have a character down, it will revive. And you can also access your inventory, which is helpful in several occasions. You're going to need to access materials to repair the world around you and things that we're going to be learning about. So you can sort the stuff for type of material, type of item. It's a very nice and useful inventory. Okay.
Wow, those landbreakers are giving us a show of force. It's rare to see LBs this arrogant.
Of the three major landbreaker clans, the Bone Crushers are the ones who actively respect violence. According to intel from the SOW, this clan has suddenly stopped their extended infighting and launched multiple raids on other minor factions. We don't have any further intel yet. The only thing we can confirm is that a leader has emerged and united the entire Bone Crusher clan.
Alright, so... Okay, we can attack the local fauna. Excellent! More materials for me. I'm sorry, I really am. But yeah, you're gonna be wanting those materials, those collectibles from those creatures, as cute as they are. I think they're not, but you know what I'm saying. You're gonna want those materials to make consumables, to heal your characters, to buff them, so on and so on. So, you saw those crystals that emerged from the enemy. That's an administrator ability, and that's one of the things that you can do with her specific physical status. That's going to be working very well with a weapon that she can acquire. Just a quick reminder about physical status: lift, crush, breach, knockdown. Those things are going to apply vulnerability. Vulnerability are going to let enemies take more damage, open them for other
Come
skills.
get some, you blight-eating scabs! Workers of the UW will never back down!
He's with the UWST. We've got to save him first.
Oi, you're telling me this on a Tuesday? How'd you know I'm British? I'm sorry. Oh, a little bit of lag. You give me lag on a Tuesday. Actually, for me it's I think it's a Friday now. No, it's actually still Thursday. I'm recording this on a Thursday, in case you're interested. But oi, this guy will go rescue him.
Stay safe, team. I'm with you.
Here's our chance!
Don't worry, I'll handle this scallywags for you. You look like a good old chap. You mind if you retire yourself from this world? I'm sorry, not gonna do that again. Are you alright?
Ooh, I'm okay. Those LB scab eaters won't beat me that easily. Wait, you're Enfielders. I saw that anchor fall right into your base. I was just thinking about helping you out.
How's the UWST doing?
The Anggeloi and LBs kept trying to get into this place while tearing apart everything we built. We could barely hold them, and had no choice but to beat a fight in retreat. Anyway, appreciate the help. I gotta fix our facilities here. Once I'm done with that, I'll go bandit smashing with my hammer right here. I still have 2 buddies out there. If you see an Alafia and Fort, tell them to bring their arsenal. I'll get myself ready for a major slugfest.
Alright, we got ourselves a Brit around here. So, worth also noticing that Enfield isn't the only organization that came to Talos too. Many other organizations had already come
So,
here and established
him and
themselves,
fighting
not just the
style is
enemies.
pretty unique.
UWST, we have Rhode Island, which is from the original Arknights game / series. We also have something called Seska, which is an organization established by one of the races from the original world, the
Found
Earth.
records of important battles fought by island. They gave rise to quite a few stories. In any case, we should expedite the restoration of our Endmen's health and memories.
Sorry, I just wanted to listen to Parlica, but yeah, we have other organizations that are handling resources, that are handling defense. They're paramilitary organizations or full-on military organizations. Rhode Island is a pharmaceutics company that was researching a cure for oropathy, which is the illness caused by the originum being encrusted into people's skin.
Engaging. Stay safe, team.
Leave it to me.
And the UWST is one of them. We're gonna be working with them very closely, at least at the beginning of the game.
Something ain't right.
Engaging. Stay safe, team. The raiders have taken a UWST crewmate prisoner. We must defeat them.
So, nothing to be impressed right now. It's the tutorial. It still technically is the tutorial, so the enemies are still easy. Well, this is also the starter area, so any team will do over here. In fact, I'm willing to bet that you can take on these guys with just one character and you'll be fine.
Outstanding technique.
Thank you so much. I got jumped by these pipe-faced rascals. Darn it. That was embarrassing.
Rascals? Well, landbreakers can be rather dangerous to the ordinary folk, you know.
Dangerous indeed. You look like Enfielders. I guess you took care of your anchor problem.
Our base is safe for now. However, we also had to fight off an unexpected landbreaker raid. We're out here to solve the issue.
Solve the issue? That means every last one of those breaker scum, right?
I am totally for that. But I guess our priority is to secure the roads. Since so many of our people are injured, we should restore base operations first.
Agreed. You bail me out of the death sitch. I won't let that happen again. I'll head back once I verify the facilities are alright. If you see my two other brothers out there, tell them to look for me.
No problem. This one wasn't British, in it. I'm sorry. So, these little facts that I'm throwing around about the original Arknights series and video game, if you want to know more, I really recommend at least watching the anime. It's pretty good. The video game, be advised, is a tower defense and it might take a long time to get through the story, so consider watching the anime if you're interested. It's really good, well animated, with a rich story, might make you cry, and yeah, what else can I say? It just adds more to the Arknights lore. Especially if
A definitive outcome achieved through strong teamwork.
Sure, Perlic. Especially if you're interested in this game and the world that it develops into. There's another UWST guy over there. It's not necessarily rescuing them, but I like going for the optional objectives when I can.
Joining the party? Oh,
You're Enfielders. I thought you were with them.
Yes, we're Enfielders. You're wounded, and... Did you do all this?
This guy's like a bull.
I probably did. I got no ideas on fighting the Buggerloids, but these raiders... all muscle but no brains. I fought worthy opponents in the underground arenas of the asphalt roundabout.
Okay.
We're trying to create a safe route to the hub base. You can go there to receive medical treatment.
Great. Oh, by the way, I kindly asked this pipeface here a few questions before he passed out. Blightbrain could hardly form a coherent sentence, but he sounds northern. I could faintly make out signs of trouble up north, but I have other business to take care of here.
Very kind of you. Looks like this one didn't need rescue.
There is a refugee
Actually,
camp
thank
north
you.
of here trying to work for the WST. But these raiders came from that direction too?
So apparently the Landbreakers used to be a
Still waiting for
disorganized
something?
band of raiders that
Distract them.
didn't really achieve much
Or
before.
just destroy them.
And apparently they have a new leader. And as you can see, I just got a new weapon. It's a 4-star weapon, but just in case you're interested, you'll be getting a lot of 4-star weapons around in the world from chests and different events.
Mind if I
They're
tweak
gonna
it a
be
little?
covering your needs pretty well early in the game. Later you're gonna want to get better weapons, yes for sure, but these ones are pretty good actually. So, alright, I gave her those guns. There are pistol users in this game, which is actually pretty cool. And I think I'm gonna be using her later on. The panda actually uses a great sword, which actually is pretty fitting for him. You know, he's a big guy, right? Core AIC area.
I'll go get him! Hold him off, boys! Fresh meat! We got fresh meat coming!
So I'm wondering,
Deal, boys! Crush him! Crush him off!
this Landbreaker guy is actually remind me a little bit of the bad guys in Borderlands. If you played Borderlands, you know the ones I'm talking about, those with the mask. They're not as crazy, but they do have that vibe, right? I'm wondering,
That move of yours was...
We're all around you!
who is this new leader that they have? Why are they acting just now? Right when the Anggeloi are attacking? Like, it's pretty convenient, don't you think? It's gotta be connected. And I'm giving Perlica a try. She's actually pretty good. She combines herself with the rest of the team, even though she uses elemental damage, electricity. Simply
These LBs really aren't scared of anything, huh?
by
You all right?
the other operators using their skills. She's pretty good. I see good opportunity for some warm-ups.
This is strange. The Landbreakers have built a camp here, but they did not loot the nearby areas.
That means we kept most of our stuff, right? Sounds like good news to me.
But it makes no sense. These raiders often raid various sites and settlements for essential resources. I was expecting to see devastation.
So you're saying that they left most of the loot nearby, but stayed put here? It's not raiding. More like occupying.
Occupying?
Inchman? Supervisor Perlica? I'm on my way with the cleanup crew. Please wait for us.
Oh, it's Big Owl. Wait, he didn't mention my name?
We'll talk about the Landbreakers later. Our priority is to deploy the automation core. Since Andre and his crew are arriving soon, we can clean this site of their illegal and unwanted structures.
Don't worry, Chen. I'm sure we'll need you. So, we're about to get into one of the main and core mechanics of this game. I actually really enjoy this, so pretty excited.
Physical work almost got me killed. Anyway, this place is cleaned up. No time to lose now. Let's get started.
Whoa, let's just take it easy. You seem super excited today.
Of course I am. Our goal in coming to the hub base is to prepare the AIC factory. We gotta run it through a field test and production trials. Though I must admit, I never expected to do it under such dire circumstances.
Supervisor Perlica, we've received your protocol application and verified all access authority levels. You may issue the order for PAC deployment anytime now. Understood. The Endman and I shall initiate deployment at once. Endman, the PAC is protected by the highest levels of encryption. Only you can authorize its deployment.
Don't worry, let me work my magic.
Everything is now in place. Let us begin.
So, to clarify, we were going to clear the base, turn on its main power source, so that we could drop and start using the protocol automation core. But because of the land breakers and the issue that we were creating and the lack of power that we had, we did it the other way around. We're summoning the power automation core, now that we cleared the land breakers, to power up the base. So let's hope this works. And this is it, the PAC, the Protocol Automation Core. What does it do? We'll find out.
Woohoo! That's wonderful! It's just like what I've envisaged. We can totally deploy the PAC further north and push into the frontiers. Sorry. I just got a little too excited. Woo.
With the Protocol Automation Core deployed, this place is now the core AIC area. We can begin setting up our teleprotocol network. The AIC factory will need the core AIC area to perform production work. It will also be able to support and satisfy resource needs in its area.
Sounds like a very practical idea. I think I'm starting to know. And I didn't quite catch the second one.
Stars. We should plant our feet on solid ground. You reminded us with this line on more than one occasion. Don't worry, Endman. We have not forgotten your lesson. The Protocol Automation Core and the entire AIC factory it supports will give rise to new hope.
I'm gonna give the automation core a few tweaks. Just deploy the relay towers and transmit power to the protocol resonance tower. This will let us force restart the Originium power facilities within the hub base.
I've allocated a batch of relay tower from our stockpile. We can now deploy these facilities anytime at the required locations.
Wow, that sounds awesome! How does it work?
Oh, you can treat it as a form of facility printing based on the properties of Originium. As for what the automation core can really do, this is just the tip of the iceberg. By using the reverse internalization technology, the automation core can serve even greater purposes. But right now, let's focus on the problem at hand.
All right. So, the PAC, the AIC system, all of that, we can summarize it as the building part of the game, the construction mechanic in Arknights Endfield. You may have seen a few videos about it before. You may have taken a look at it and maybe thought it looks a little bit tedious, don't it? Or it looks a little bit too much for me. Or maybe it sounds cool that I can build stuff in there, but it looks like too modular, and yes, it is modular, but let me tell you, it's actually pretty cool, and it's all personalized to your taste. You can build your own factory here. What they said about being a 3D printer, that's basically it. It's a power generation and 3D printing complex that you can build from scratch. You're gonna be placing a few buildings, modules, units over here for the starting AIC area, but you can scrap all that and do your own thing. If you want to build materials to make gear for your characters, you can do it. In fact, you're gonna need to do it. If you want to make healing items, you can do that, etc. And all of that is going to depend on power. Everything inside the area, inside that yellow square that you see, is going to be automatically powered by the PAC. But anything outside the area will require these electric pylons and connecting a cable. The cable is technically invisible. You
Both
just
the PAC and
select
relay
the PAC
towers seem to be in working order.
and move it to the
Now we
pylon.
just need to deploy more relay towers
And you just plug
and
it, that's
transmit
it.
power to the resonance tower.
Well, looks like my work here is done. Supervisor Perlica, I guess I'll head over there to do some inspection work. Using the protocol resonance tower to force activate Originium might damage our facilities. If we're not careful with this, we might fry every Originium facility in the area.
Okay then, time to split our forces.
So Originium.
Completing the automated industry complex is a top priority for Enfield Industries. It is our core solution for dealing with the hazards of Talos 2. Enfield completed basic verifications of the PAC technology several years ago. However, we encountered a crucial bottleneck that delayed our progress. Until recently.
Indeed. So Originium, as I was saying, it's not just the source of powers of arts that characters use here to use their magic, to call it, to give it a name, right? The arts, basically. It's not just a rich mineral that you use to craft stuff. It is a mineral, a crystal that contains energy. That's why it's used to craft and to use powers in this game. And said energy can also be harvested to power buildings, to power constructions, modules, etc. That's why we can transmit that power through these pylons. And right now, we're building pylon after pylon, connecting them with cables. You just have to select one, run up to the other, plug it in. It's that easy. The cable follows your trajectory. Notice that it has a limit of 80 meters, so if you trail around and do a lot of circles, you're gonna run out of cable, so be mindful of that. And we're just building these pylons, transmitting the electricity from one pylon to the other just to connect it to this relay. And the relay, which is the main building that you see far up ahead, is going to be powering our entire base, basically. So this is like the ignition for an engine. We're just jump starting this thing so that we can now have stable power for our entire base of operations. And there it is, everything coming back online. So Originium is our warp core, our kyber crystal, our wait. What's this? Tell the boss. Who are you?
Their administrator has taken notice of us. All the boss's predictions have come true.
The boss's predictions. So So this bus, whoever they are, can
Good.
see the future?
Connection interfaces look normal. I was worried about compatibility issues between our old and new equipment.
I thought you Enfielders would never finish that project of yours, but you just deployed it in a flash. This tech is incredible.
Of
We
course
now
we
only
did,
need
innit?
a single night to construct a proper shelter in the wildlands. This is the future that we want to achieve with our AIC factory technology. What was once our dream has finally made a major stride forward.
You did a great job, Big Owl. Oh, I mean, Mr. Andre.
Oh, why so polite today, Master Chen? You got my feathers tingling and fluffed. I can hardly recall the last time you called me Mr. Andre.
I've always been like this.
Sure.
Endman, Supervisor Perlica, power is back online at the hub base. Thank you so much.
Roger that, Director Chin. The automation core is working well. Perhaps we can run a few more tests. Is there anything else we can help with?
Yes, we could definitely use the support. The comms node is still under repair, so we can't contact other regions yet. And we're short-handed across the entire hub.
So,
Right now, the biggest problem is the Originium byproduct processing center.
indeed.
If anything happens to that place, the results could be disastrous. I'm forwarding information on the site to you.
Wait, the Anggeloi wouldn't cause this kind of damage. Maybe the Landbreakers had their eyes on something inside.
What's in the byproduct you mentioned? Another important project of yours?
Byproducts include all sorts of things you can think of. But Originium batteries would be the most important. I guess the LBs are after that. Let's set aside how many these raiders stole for now. The worst part is that they know little about the safe handling of flammable and explosive materials. Things will be catastrophic if they accidentally set off an Originium explosion.
Someone must have planned and coordinated this Landbreaker attack on our base. The underground lab, the protocol automation core deployment area, and now, byproduct processing center. Landbreakers usually wouldn't consider these as prime targets for looting and raiding.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's head over right now and check out what those pipe-faced bandits are after.
The photo tells me that the processing center has suffered severe damage. We must repair the local infrastructure first. Otherwise, we can't ensure the safety of subsequent support and repair operations.
This is where the AIC factory comes in. Let's head on over to the core AIC area right now.
Alright. So we've unlocked a few achievements over here. And now we have access to the Protocol Synchronizer Authority level, or Protosync, which we just unlocked, and that's a fancy way of saying the main menu. As you can see, we have access over here to the map, to other menus like the operators, events, we have a database, we have stuff on the left, to the right, everywhere. And yeah, that's basically it. And I think it's actually funny because from my perspective, I think that's supposed to be like the little watch thing that the admin has on her coat on the wrist. So it makes sense. It's where she can control everything, right? So we have a nice view of Valley 4, which is just one section of the entire map that we'll eventually gain access to. Okay? So as you can see, there are several markers on the map. I highly encourage you to look into them. The PAC is marked on the map. It's actually a teleport point. It doesn't act exactly like a teleport point because it's the AIC area. It's just to teleport and to access the inventory. You cannot heal there or revive as you do in a TP, right? So we're gonna be expanding the story even more. We're gonna be expanding our factory, as we gain access to more resources, to more equipment, and once again, it's a very nice, very simple, but very satisfying system that you get with this construction mechanic in Endfield. And if it's discouraging you from playing the game, give it a chance. You can heavily personalize it, you can do a lot of stuff with it. It's actually quite entertaining. And over here in the map you can see that there are several things that you can explore, unlock. You can repair the base even further, so you can gain access to several chests, resources, collectibles. You'll notice that there are also some collectibles over there, like plants. Those plants are actually important because you need them to level up your characters or their talents. Minerals, as you see, there's originium, there's amethyst. You're gonna want to mine them, and we're going to be learning about mining in future episodes. I think the next one is going to teach us about that. It's also very nice and quite satisfying, just going around and setting up all your machinery and your power transmission for mining minerals, which are going to be your basis for building everything in the AIC area. So I'm quite excited, quite happy that we're finally reaching this part of the game. I know I fell behind, but we're catching up. I'm going to be covering as much as I can in each of these videos, but I think we're already over 40 minutes for this one, so that should be it for now. We progressed the story a little bit further over here, and we learn that there's more to the Landbreakers than meets the eye. We'll find out what happens next in episode 5. Thank you very much for watching, for being here, and for supporting the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.
Two souls colliding. We shared the pieces of ourselves. It's perfect timing now. We fueled the flames, but we're still learning to trust, learning to trust. It's never enough, never enough. Burning me up, burning me up. Don't fight the fire. Too much, too fast to burn us out. We walk the wire, love. Don't make me read your mind. I know it. Learn to trust, learn to trust. It's never enough, never enough. Burning me up, burning me up.